Premji and Raj Khosla presents Mera Saaya. Namaste, I'm Grishma and I welcome you to the IndiCineGlitz channel. A Hindi remake of the Marathi movie Patlag. The movie begins with Thakur Rakesh Singh, a renowned lawyer from the royal family who has gone abroad for higher studies, but soon returns to India after learning about his wife Geeta's critical condition. But she dies as soon as Rakesh arrives. Immersed in the grief of his wife's sudden death, Rakesh builds a monument in her memory in the mansion and spends his days reminiscing about her, listening to her songs. A few days later, a police inspector approaches Rakesh and tells him that they have caught a gang of dacoits. One of them is a woman named Raina, whose face totally resembles Rakesh's wife Geeta. He informs Rakesh that due to this strange coincidence, he may have to appear in court for his testimony in this case in near future and requests him to help. Keeping his grief aside, Rakesh agrees to help, but Raina denies all the allegations leveled against her in court and says that she is not a criminal but the wife of Thakur Rakesh Singh and she can prove it. So the judge summons Rakesh to appear in the court. Rakesh appears in court in the next hearing. He clarifies that his wife Geeta is dead and Raina is taking advantage of his wife's lookalikeness to save herself and demands that she be punished for her crimes. The judge then asks Raina to present her side. Raina then tells Rakesh things about his marital life he cannot deny, but he defends that those details are public. But Raina makes him admit that she and his wife Geeta have a striking resemblance. In the next hearing, Raina again provides more details about Rakesh's marital life, which he couldn't deny. She also mentions a special mark on Rakesh's body, about which even Rakesh himself was not aware. With this, the case gets even more complicated. Rakesh is now troubled that how does Raina know so much about him? After inquiring with the family, he learns that his house was burgled while he was abroad, but nothing was stolen, so he ignores that matter. Meanwhile, despite the accuracy of Raina's information, Rakesh refuses to believe her and asks the judge for permission to interrogate her as a lawyer himself in order to solve the case, which the judge allows. In the next hearing, Rakesh interrogates Raina and asks if she is Geeta as she claims. Then how did the police catch her with the dacoits? Also, why doesn't she have her Mangal Sutra, the wedding necklace worn by Indian women as a symbol of marriage, whom she loves more than her life? To which Raina fails to answer, but again she provides more details related to Mangal Sutra, making Rakesh unable to deny it. This strange case now has become a topic of discussion in the city as well. Some are considering Raina as Geeta because of her precise details, while others are calling her a cunning criminal. But due to this, Rakesh, who is already saddened by Geeta's death, is getting distressed. One day, Rakesh remembers that Geeta used to write a diary in which she used to write everything about her life. He searches the house, but Geeta's diary is nowhere to be found. He then remembers that his house was burgled while he was abroad. This makes him fully convinced that Raina conspired with his accomplice to steal Geeta's diary and is playing this trick to save herself from the clutches of the law. At the next hearing, Rakesh asks Raina about Geeta's diary, to which Raina had no answer. Rakesh then proves that Raina is nothing but a vicious criminal who is taking advantage of Geeta's resemblance to her. By stealing her diary, Raina finds out all the details about Rakesh's married life, but she can't be Geeta as she couldn't provide information about her Mangal Sutra and her beloved diary. After losing the case, Raina's facial expressions now starts changing. She acts like a maniac. So the judge sends her to a mental asylum and gives a verdict in favor of Rakesh. Meanwhile, Raina's gang of dacoits is keeping an eye on this case. Its leader, Surya Varsingh, is waiting for the right moment to break Raina out of jail and make Rakesh believe that Raina is her wife Geeta. The police get information about the presence of Raina's gang in the city. They immediately provide police protection to Rakesh and asks him to be careful. A few weeks later, Raina's treatment at the mental asylum ends. The doctor declares her normal and informs the police to take her into custody the next morning. But Raina escapes from the asylum that night. In the middle of the night, Rakesh hears a commotion in the house. He wakes up and finds Raina inside the house, coming towards his room. Shocked to see her, he confronts her and calls the police. But Raina sought some time from him to let her give an explanation. She then tells him the truth that her mother was a vagabond and characterless woman who had identical twin daughters, Geeta and Nisha. Growing up, Nisha also becomes notorious like her mother and later joined a gang of dacoits. After she left, her mother tried to push Geeta into this filth too. But fed up with this, when Geeta tried to commit suicide, Rakesh came and saved Geeta's life and later married her. But Geeta never told Rakesh about her past because she was afraid of losing him. She further says that one night when Rakesh was abroad, her twin sister Nisha suddenly came to see her after 3 years. She was very ill and sought shelter from Geeta to let her stay only for one night. Seeing her serious condition, Geeta takes her inside and puts her on her bed. But even in the morning, Nisha's health does not improve. Geeta forbids her family members from entering her bedroom, fearing that her secret will be revealed. But by the next night, Nisha's condition deteriorates further. Now it becomes difficult for Geeta to hide Nisha, but still to keep her secret safe. Instead of bringing a doctor, she decides to go out and get the medicine herself. But before leaving, she makes Nisha wear her clothes and Mangalsutra so that no one gets suspicious. She goes out to get the medicine. But then Nisha's gang of dacoits kidnaps her, mistaking her for Nisha. She says that's the reason she was found by the police with the dacoits. She again tells Rakesh that she is his wife Geeta and the one who died is her twin sister Nisha. But still in doubt, Rakesh asks her for evidence. She then shows him Nisha's clothes and her diary wrapped in it. She also shows a photo of her mother and twin sister. Rakesh is now confused. He doesn't know what to believe. Just then they hear the sound of gunfire outside the house, going on between the dacoit Suryavar Singh and the police. Hearing the gunshot, Geeta runs to save Suryavar. She appeals to the police not to kill him, but Suryavar gets shot by the police. He surrenders and asks to speak Rakesh. When Rakesh comes to him, he tells him that she is his wife Geeta and the memorial that Rakesh has built belongs to his wife Nisha, who was displeased with him and came to this city without informing him after a fight. But he kidnapped Geeta, mistaking her for Nisha, which caused this horrible incident. He apologizes to Geeta for his terrible mistake and dies at his wife's memorial. Rakesh is now convinced that she is his wife Geeta. He hugs her, beaming with joy. Trapped in a strange and mysterious cycle of life, Geeta refused to give up and eventually proved her innocence, and Rakesh gets his beloved wife back. Both are now living their life happily. And the movie ends. So this was our favorite movie of the day. If you get a chance, don't miss watching this thrilling court drama movie full of twists and turns that will keep you hooked till the end. Do tell us your opinion in the comment section and don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Take care.